First of all, here is some context. Every year around August, millions of wildebeest migrate from Tanzania to Kenya. It's the largest land animal migration in the world. They follow the weather patterns to get the freshest grass. But to complete this journey, they have to overcome several obstacles, like needing to cross over huge crocodile-infested rivers. And this is what brought us to the Masai Mara National Park.
I think it's evidence that I'm the biggest morning person of this whole group because I'm the first one to vlog today. So the agenda is we're heading off past the airstrip to a place where the crossing normally happens, and then we're going to wait there if there are wildebeest, and if there aren't wildebeest, we're going to go find some awesome stuff. You excited, Raj? Sleepy. Again, 5 minutes out of the camp, if that. We've seen pride of lions and about 1,000 wildebeest easily chilling in the same plain. Beautiful sunrise, hot air balloons rising. The Masai Mara is heaven.
With a pride of lions where there's actually two babies or kind of bigger cubs playing with plastic, and the other one is walking closer and closer to the wildebeest, and there's a huge herd of them, so we're hoping they make a kill. That would just be an awesome way to start the day. There's nothing like driving around the Masai Mara at sunrise. There's hot air balloons in the air, the light is beautiful. It's always worth getting up early, as hard as it is. We had one mission today, and that was to see the famous river crossing over the Mara River during the Great Migration. The first step, though, is to find a herd, and wow, we found a big one. These wildebeest were headed towards the Mara River, where multiple obstacles await them, including escaping the Nile crocodiles, who are waiting there eagerly for them.
So now we wait. Wildebeest are over there, right by the river, and we're waiting to see all of us, all these cars back there too, are waiting to see if they're going to cross. This could take minutes, it could take hours. We're patient. There's a little bit of movement now. Oh yeah, it looks like it's happening.
To avoid spooking the wildebeest from crossing, the cars wait a bit far back, and then just as the wildebeest have entered the water, they all race forward to get a good view spot on the edge of the river.
Alright, okay, we heard about this. We heard that the cars all like rushed to the river whenever the wildebeest get close, but that was insane. It was like Mad Max.
There's like dust everywhere, yeah, people screaming.
But anticlimax of the day is I think we disturbed them because they've stopped. So we got all the way here, big panic, big fuss, no crossing. Vlogging during Mad Max safari time is very difficult, but we've just done that again. And they're very, very close to the river now.
Yeah, the only issue is all of the cars need to be respectful, because as soon as you start to move, it scares off the wildebeest, and then they'll change directions completely. So we are really far from where we thought the first crossing would happen, because they walked far away to get away from all of us. For a crossing to begin, all it takes is one wildebeest or one zebra who travel with them to start crossing, and then the entire herd will follow. Take 3, but we don't really have a good position. They're turning this way.
Yeah, they're heading down to the river, but our angle's not great. So
yeah, it's like they're heading down in front of us that way, and we want to see that descent. Ah, now they're running back.
And we're really gonna have to hustle to get it, because all of these guys are competing for the best position with us too.
Okay, so we have completely repositioned because we had a couple false alarms, but this is the 4th try, and this time we are right on the river, but the wildebeest aren't as close to the water.
So we're taking a speculative attempt here, because we think they're going to cross down there, and instead of rushing and competing, we've positioned ourselves well. It's hard to stay positive at this point because we've been let down so many times, but I think this time might be the real time that we're gonna see a migration.
All right, take 5. Let's see what happens.
So we get the infamous Mara River U-bend, and it's infamous because not all the cars that come here get to see it. So like before, when you're seeing all that madness, it was like a straight river, so now there's a U. So now we're all being very patient because we don't want to scare them away, but only some cars who get there first will get to see the migration from there.
So the first spot we were going to turned out it was a no-go, but now we're driving to a second lookout point, or like a known crossing area, and there are tons of wildebeest. Driving in the Mara is the ultimate 4x4 adventure. Climbing over big rocks, cruising through the rivers, going up 90-degree mounds. But the safari vehicles are absolute beasts and can handle anything.
The mountain there, that is where Serena is, and that is where the main crossing is.
Yeah.
So we have to go there now. There's nothing there. We've changed going to lookout. The river.
Oh my god, yeah, there's a whole line.
Yeah, this is now positive. Have hope. This one is...
All right, so we were starting to lose hope. The news was that there wasn't really much signs of crossings, but all of a sudden thousands of wildebeest have started lining up and heading towards a crossing point.
120.
Woo! Don't cross without us!
Don't make noise.
Oh, don't make no.
Little mini crossing. We just caught the end of a little mini crossing. It was so cool. So many wildebeest just crossing at the same time, moving in the same direction.
Look at that huge herd down there. This must have been insane.
Adrenaline rush, it was so amazing. And you can still see large herds of wildebeest just moving towards the Mara River, and I'm so excited right now. Wow.
So after that little crossing, they're all heading towards the big river. So we're gonna follow them and wait there and hopefully see another huge crossing.
Okay. Yes, that's okay. If you just hear of anyone coming this way, you can let me know. Thank you.
What did they say?
Okay, no luck.
So we're supposed to be out for the full day trying to catch the crossing, but we forgot to ask for a packed lunch. And it's quite a big detour to go all the way back to camp for lunch. So Dave is trying to get in contact with them to see if anybody can drive to us and bring us lunch where we are, but it's not looking good.
Yeah, it's that one guy over there that's holding up the whole line of thousands of wildebeest. So I think someone needs to kind of gets moving to the river. Yeah.
Mr. Wildebeest, how do you feel about that? We weren't satisfied with the crossing we just saw, so we found another massive herd and we waited with them for 6 whole hours. Whoa. And then suddenly, this happened.
They're just running down right in front of us.
We waited about 6 or 7 hours. We thought of giving up many times, but we didn't, and it was so worth it.
One of the best parts about this was that there was barely any cars compared to what we had earlier, which was crazy. It was like 60 cars that kept on disturbing the wildebeest, but this time it was just like us and like 4 other cars. What do you think?
I am so happy right now. I am so happy. Especially when we saw them running in the water again. The second group.
might come back.
They
Yeah, the
might.
second group was the best group.
Yeah, the second
Yeah.
group, we saw them running through the water.
So what a perfect way to end the day. We were making our way back after waiting forever to see a crossing, but it was so awesome. And then as the sun was setting, we came across a pride of 11 lionesses, perfectly situated. It was amazing. So now we're gonna head back to camp, eat dinner, and we'll see you tomorrow for day 3 of safaris. I can't believe we have another day.
I know.